Hello everyone, a very good morning to you all and welcome to EduTerrain. So as usual, the morning session that we do, we'll be doing MCQs, some of the important MCQs of regular current affairs for 3rd May 2024. So what about the other news articles, as you must be having questions. So that I'll be uploading in the form of quiz, that is along with these questions. I'll be uploading the rest of the questions also in the form of a daily quiz, and all these quizzes I'll be uploading. Quizzes would be for the past week would be uploaded every Saturday. Okay, those 6 quizzes or 5 quizzes we'll have, and these 5 quizzes will be uploading on Saturday. Along with that, we'll also be having some extra questions. कई बार ऐसा होता है कि appointments type के होते हैं, or sometimes some sort of news articles, some we might miss out on them. So all those questions, all those content also is being covered, no doubt in that. All those quizzes would be all those questions would be uploaded as a part of or in the form of quizzes as extra quizzes. Okay, so you'll find all these. Where do you find all these? All these quizzes you'll be finding in our general current affairs course. So as promised earlier also, during while the launch of this course, I have said that for the first 2 months I will be making everything free, and I have done that. Okay, but after that now everything is into paid currently. And this is the course that I was talking about, general current affairs course, quizzes only. You will be finding quizzes. Earlier I used to upload that in the form of weekly quizzes, but that used to be very lengthy. So owing to the kind of feedback that I had received, and even I tried to give the quizzes and all that, so I felt there is a need to थोड़ा सा change करने की ज़रूरत है. So I have shifted that to daily quizzes. So every Saturday we'll be uploading the daily quizzes for your comfort, so that you can attempt those quizzes, and I have set it at unlimited attempts. So ऐसा नहीं कि एक बार attempt करने के बाद you won't have a chance. You can give unlimited attempts to these quizzes. Okay, and almost all the questions are covered in these quizzes, so that you won't miss out on anything, and practice the questions along with हम explanation में भी पूरा content दे रहे हैं, so you won't miss out on anything. So this कहाँ पे यूज़ होगा? This would be exclusively useful for all the competitive examinations, this current affairs. And weekly quizzes, this is our strength, and we have comprehensive coverage. ऐसा नहीं है कि we'll be focusing only on those current affairs associated with regulatory bodies etc. No, it is a comprehensive coverage. You can use these current affairs quizzes for all the competitive examinations. Real time evaluation. Just try to attempt these quizzes. Once you'll understand what I am trying to say, you'll get the real-time examination feel. The interface, the platform, everything, it is exclusively in the style of your real examination. So where can you find all these? On EduTerrain app. You can download the EduTerrain app. Okay, and you can go through the course. कई सारे free quizzes भी available है उसमें, so that you can have a feel of that prior to purchasing this course, and after that you can go ahead with the purchase of this course. Okay, EduTerrain app Google Play Store में होगा आपका, जैसे scroll हो रहा है Google Play Store से आप डाउनलोड कर सकते हो. फ़ोन में ही सब कुछ आराम से आपका हो जाएगा. यू नीड नॉट, एक डेस्कटॉप भी नहीं चाहिए, कोई लैपटॉप की भी ज़रूरत नहीं है. You can attempt everything at the comfort of your home, in your hands, with your hands. Simple phone से ही कर सकते हो आप. So what is the pricing of this course? Currently it is 6 months का course. The validity of the course is 6 months, and it is of 500 rupees only. So inaugural offer है, कम में ही है. So 500, and for 6 months you'll be getting the quizzes. Whenever you take this course, you'll have a 6 months validity. Okay, thank you very much. So moving on to our questions for today. So the first question: who has recently proposed new rules for electronic trading platforms in response to increased integration of the onshore forex market, that is in Indian, and offshore market, that is outside India. So ये सारे markets integrate हो रहे, they are doing together. So for which this particular entity has come up with the suggestion that there should be new rules for electronic trading operators. Now what are these electronic trading platforms? Now these are the digital system that facilitate various financial instruments trading like securities, derivatives, foreign exchange products, सब होते हैं, but these are run outside the traditional stock exchanges. ट्रेडिशनल स्टॉक एक्सचेंजेस से नहीं होता है, एंड दिस इट इज एज अ प्लेटफॉर्म सॉर्ट ऑफ दैट इज प्रोवाइडेड वेयर बायर्स एंड सेलर्स कैन ट्रेड डायरेक्टली विथ ईच अदर, बिकॉज ये हाई टिकट साइजेस होते हैं एंड व्हाट यू विल से हैंडफुल ओनली, नॉट लाइक जैसे हमारा जो रेगुलर ट्रेडिंग होता है वहाँ तो क्रोर्स ऑफ पीपल, लैक्स क्रोर्स में चलता है. सो इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट. सो for which this has been done, and though SEBI is the one that looks into this trading all etc., but since we are talking about money that is being traded, that is forex market, foreign exchange market that we are talking about, it is Reserve Bank of India that has come up with the proposal of these new rules. So what are they? Let's have a quick look at them. See, this is in response to increased integration of the onshore foreign exchange market with the offshore markets. And background क्या है, RBI had introduced regulatory framework for these ETPs, electronic trading platforms, in October 2018 itself, so that they can ensure fair access, transparency, safety, efficiency and prevention of any market abuse. Like कई बार ऐसा होता है कि they don't know the information, and those who know they take undue advantage of that. So those kind of issues would not happen, and no issues of money laundering and all that. So all that they wanted to avoid, for which they have already come up with a regulatory framework for these electronic trading platforms. Okay, and since then 13 electronic trading platforms operated by 5 operators, they have been authorized under this framework. Now what are the proposed requirements? Now they have wanted to come up with new rules. What are those new rules? Maintain a minimum net worth of 5 crore at all times. ये change नहीं होगा. It should be a company incorporated in India. Non-resident shareholding must comply with all the, जैसे कभी कभी NRIs भी इसमें इन्वॉल्व होते हैं, so that will with all the applicable laws and regulations including the Foreign Exchange Management Act of 1999. It should maintain robust technology infrastructure with high reliability, availability, scalability and security, so as to support operations and manage those associated risks in this trading. As I've said, electronic trading platforms, they facilitate trading of various instruments, but this would be not on the traditional stock exchanges, rather a platform sort of built separately exclusively for few sellers and buyers who can directly do the business with each other. Moving on to our next question. Very recently, one of these entities have concluded a successful qualified institutional placement, raising 600 rupees crores from the market. This adds to its planned capital raise program of 1500 crores announced, which was already announced in September 2023. Now, which is that institution? Now, what is this qualified institutional placements? जैसे it's a way of issuing the shares to the public, but without going through the regular standard protocol, जो भी regulatory compliance है. So this is not generally released for the public. Institutional placement, only reliable institutional players can only purchase these shares. Okay, so these instead they follow a looser set of regulations where allottees are very highly regulated. That is, जो भी खरीदेंगे, the buyers, they should be a reliable institutions only. So the practice is mostly used in India and other Southeast Asian countries whenever they want to take money from, they want to raise capital, but at the same time they want to do it in a much faster manner, and that too do not want to go to the regular public. And these are created to avoid dependency on the foreign resources also for raising the capital. Now, as I've said, जैसे qualified institutional placement है, उसी तरह से qualified institutional buyers would be there. Only these buyers can buy these shares, whatever that have been released, to purchase this qualified institutional placement. Okay, like IPO या फिर उसके बाद कई सारे follow up प्रोसीजर्स होते हैं फॉर in the share market. So similarly is this, and this was done by Karnataka Bank. Karnataka Bank ने किया है, and this QIP took place from March 21st to March 27, 2024. And HSBC Mutual Fund emerged as the largest allotee, securing significant 25% of the allocation. So जितना भी 600 crores का allocation हुआ है उसमें HSBC Mutual Fund has emerged as the largest purchaser. 25% of whatever the allocated that it has purchased. Other significant allottees include SBI Life Insurance Company, Franklin India Smaller Companies Fund, Max Life Insurance Company, Morgan Stanley, HSBC Global Investments Limited. Now there should be some advisors and managers who have been looking into this entire process. That was done by Nova One Capital, acted as a sole advisor for the entire capital raise of 1500 crores. उसी 1500 crores में for the first tranche they have lifted 600 crores from the market. Ambit and Advantage Capital served as the book running lead managers for this QIP, facilitating its successful execution. Additionally, Karnataka Bank has also partnered with ICICI Lombard General Insurance Company to distribute the general insurance products, expanding its product portfolio for its customers. So this is the in news related to Karnataka Bank. Moving on to our next question. Now very recently United Nations has launched a panel, a discussion panel sort of, on critical energy transition minerals. Okay. Now this was done for one of these following reasons. Why? And here 23 countries including India and the African Union have participated. Additionally, not only government entities, 14 non-government groups or entities, organizations or corporates, they have also joined this initiative. The non-government entities can be anything, any of the institutions under UN or any other institutions. Okay, so this is majorly done to tackle the challenges of the material energy nexus and advocate for responsible and equitable value chains. Now what does this mean? कई बार ऐसा होता है कि few countries they are very much rich in few minerals, few are not. So they want to this as part of this panel, whatever the critical energy minerals that are there, where that are present with few countries, they should not form a nexus, and that is material energy nexus. So एक group type का बन के they can't dominate on other countries. So it has to be they should do a responsible business and equitable. The supply chain should also be in such a way that it would provide equal chances to all those buyers who are coming forward, or the resources should be spent in such a way that it should not hamper the interest of the at least the smaller countries or the developing countries as well. So here this is to foster dialogue and prevent negative resource nationalism. जो resources that have to be distributed equally, if not equally, at least responsible manner they have to do, for which this has been done. See, to challenge the material energy nexus and advocate for responsible and equitable value chains. This is to foster dialogue on critical energy transition minerals and mitigate negative impacts of resource nationalism. And both China and United States are pivotal members of this panel. Moving on to our next question. This particular country's cabinet very recently has approved renovation of Kanke-Santurai port with Indian financial grant. Yes, India has provided grant for this. Full cost of the this project is $61.5 million, and India is providing this to this country in the form of a grant. Now you have to tell me where is Kanke-Santurai port located. Actually question समझ में आ गया तो you can see that India में नहीं होगा. So obviously we can rule this out. Okay, तो मैंने hint तो दे दिया. Now you have to tell me where this is. This Kanke-Santurai port is located in Jaffna, Sri Lanka, the northern part of Sri Lanka. Okay. So the project will be executed under an Indian financial grant. ये full cost है. This is a 16-acre Kanke-Santurai port, also known as KKS port. It is located 104 kilometers from Karaikal port in Puducherry in India. and it is in the northern part, the Jaffna district of Sri Lanka. One of the major ports है Sri Lanka में 5 ports है. One of those 5 ports is this KKS port, very strategic and very important port for them. And the port serves as important mode of connectivity between India and Sri Lanka. How? There is नागपट्टनम का जो है वहाँ से ferry service है. नागपट्टनम it's a place in coastal place in Tamil Nadu, and from there is a ferry service to Kankesanturai port in Sri Lanka, and it covers 111 kilometers in 3.5 hours. So this way we are connected, and it is also its closest port for this is Karaikal port in Puducherry. वहाँ से बहुत नज़दीक है, but ferry services are from Nagapattinam, Tamil Nadu. Moving on to our next question. See, every month we get this India's core sector growth, where we monitor the growth of 8 core sectors in India, and thereby we understand how the economy is moving, right? So India's core sector growth slows to 5.2% in March 2024. ये slow हुआ है. This was a news. Every month on month आता है, and we have to look into that and understand the trend. Accordingly we'll be able to understand our economy as well, how well it is or how healthy it is. So the compilation and releasing of this index is done by whom? February में ये अच्छा था, 7.1% था. Now it's down by down to 5.2%. Overall FY24 में देखा जाए तो it is 7.5% when compared to 7.8% the previous year, financial year 2023. Yes, it comprises coal, crude oil, natural gas, steel, refinery products, fertilizers, cement, electricity. Based on all the consumption, the production of all these will be able to understand. Yes, individual production performances, based on that we'll be able to understand कि जितना ज़्यादा प्रोड्यूस हो रहा है मतलब उतना ज़्यादा consumption भी है. So that will help us gauge the health of economy. So here this is compiled by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Okay, especially if we look at by the Office of the Economic Advisor, Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion, Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So this is the deceleration of output that has been witnessed, and these are the core sector growth rates for last and this month. Which international organization approved the release of final 1.1 billion tranche of the bailout to Pakistan? This international organization has provided a bailout of $3 billion to Pakistan owing to the economic crisis it has been facing, and of which the earlier tranches it has released. Now this is the final tranche of $1.1 billion that it is giving to Pakistan so that it can come out of this crisis, economic crisis. Owing to the various situations that has happened, and here it is the IMS, International Monetary Fund, that has come up with this. So 3 billion bailout Pakistan ke liye, the final it was given to address one of the worst economic crisis in Pakistan, which has raised concerns of potential default on foreign debt payments as well. So in order to bring them out, in order to stabilize its economy and avoid defaulting on foreign debts, whatever the debts that they have taken, they have given a 3 billion bailout package, and the final tranche of that has been approved recently. Moving on to our next question. Very recently, one neo banking group, that is Fee Neo Banking Group, that has been awarded an NBFC license by the RBI. Okay, so because of which licensing requirements was into news. Now you have to tell me which of these following statements regarding the licensing requirements for obtaining an NBFC license is or are true. The company must be registered in the Companies Act 2011 either as a public or private company. The minimum net owned funds required is at least 10 crores. 2/3 of the directors of the company must possess relevant work experience in the finance sector. The company must have a good track record with SEBI, okay, regarding its credit history and financial credibility. compliance with regulation norms and guidelines prescribed under capital compliances and the Foreign Management Act laws is necessary. Which of these is true? Yes, if you want to try, I can give you time. Okay, before giving you the answer, I request you all to please like this session and share this session with your friends as well, so they can also benefit. So here, yes, it's Company Act के अंदर करना है इसको, it has to get itself registered, but not 2011 है, 2013 है ये. The minimum net owned fund should be of 10 crores. That's true. 2/3 of the directors of the company must possess, not 2/3, 1/3 of the directors, they should have relevant work experience in the financial sector. So this is not true. Yes, it should have a good track record with SEBI regarding its credit history and financial credibility. And yes, the compliance, it should have, must comply with all these guidelines, rules and regulations. So it is 2, 3, 4 and 5 as well. But here what did I say? Yes, 2, 4 and 5, sorry. 2, 4 and 5. 3 to wrong hai na? It's only 1/3. Okay. So yes, now this is backed by peak 15 and Temasek and issued by RBI. New NBFC license holder is fee. This we have already discussed, the 5 requirements, minimum requirements. Now, which organization has issued very recently a report titled Asia's Growth and Inflation Outlook Improves but Risks Remain? And it has, this particular organization has raised Asia Pacific growth outlook to 4.5% growth. It is saying that it should be that much for 2024. This was given by IMF, International Monetary Fund. And the highlights include the Asia Pacific region is projected to experience a less growth would be there, but it would be less and slow. This reflects an improved outlook for two of the region's largest economies, that is China and India. It's saying that they will be growing, but it is a slower rate. China, the largest economy in the region, and India, the third largest, following Japan. Regional growth forecast for current year 2024 raised to 4.5%, up 0.3 percentage points. Asia growth forecast for 2025 remains unchanged at 4.3%. Important. All these highlights, they are important. Moving on to our next question. Between which two entities was a memorandum of understanding signed to enable State Bank of India to digitally transform its customer interaction framework? This is majorly to provide hyper-personalized communication across the bank's diverse digital marketing channels to its customers. They are going to elevate the experience of the customers using this new digital platform of HCL software. Okay, so SBI and HCL, they have come together, and here HCL software will deploy its HCL Unica platform, which provides a hyper-personalized communication across SBI's diverse digital marketing channels, thereby providing a unique experience for its customers. Moving on to our last question for today. One of these following entities have collaborated with Karma Life, it's a technology platform, to offer efficient micro loans tailored for gig workers. Okay, जैसे ये स्विगी के वर्कर्स होते हैं टेम्पररी, जो टेम्पररी वर्कर्स जो होते हैं उन सबको गिग वर्किंग बोलते हैं, विद द गोल ऑफ एडवांसिंग फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन एंड एड्रेसिंग लिक्विडिटी रिक्वायरमेंट्स फॉर दीज गिग वर्कर्स. छोटे छोटे लोन्स कभी कभी ज़रूरत होते हैं. नाउ दिस अलायंस इन्वॉल्व्स दिस पर्टिकुलर एंटिटी एक्स. इफ वी टॉक अबाउट एक्स, सो हियर अगर हम लोग बोलेंगे एक्स, so here it would be X, and Onion Life Private Limited, which is facilitated by the Karma Life's technology platform only. They are going to do this, that is providing micro loans tailored exclusively for the gig workers. Which entity has done this? It is SEBI, Small Industries Development Bank of India, which is headquartered in Lucknow, UP. It has come forward for this collaboration with Karma Life Technology Platform. That is, it's an organization, uska technology platform hai, Onion Life Private Limited. Okay. So this is all from my end, as I have revealed earlier also. If you can go through the scroll, अगर देखेंगे तो you can download the EduTerrain app from the Google Play Store, and on which you can find this course, current affairs course, quizzes only exclusively. We are providing you with daily quizzes uploaded every week on Saturday के दिन ही 5 to 6 quizzes upload करते हैं हम लोग. And sorry ये थोड़ा गिर गया था. यस, 5 to 6 क्विजेस हम लोग अपलोड करते हैं ऑन द सेम डे. सो यू कैन गिव दोज क्विजेस आफ्टर अटेंडिंग दिस सेशंस. दोज क्विजेस वुड बी these questions plus much more. Okay, and now whatever the content that we are providing, that is the quizzes, that would be helpful not only for the regulatory bodies examinations but various other examinations. So here this is our strength: weekly quizzes, comprehensive coverage and real time evaluation. It's completely the interface, the platform, it would completely depict what you give in the real examination, the same style. So you can have that real examination feel as well while attempting these quizzes. And I have set it at unlimited attempts. So आप कितनी बार भी attempt कर सकते हो इन exams को. Okay, so I have made few quizzes free. So पहले वाले 2 months already completely free है. So you can एक बार वो quiz आप ले सकते हो, and if you feel comfortable then you can go ahead the purchase. And currently we are running an inaugural offer, so 500 rupees only for a 6 months course. So 6 months validity hoga for rupees 500. Okay, so this is all from my end. Yes, now the forum is open for your queries, questions, and yes, before that, yes, I forgot answer to homework question. That is on second, I had asked you a question following the African Development Bank's sale of its hybrid capital note in January, which marked the inaugural session of this type of financing by any multilateral lender. One of World Bank is also coming forward to becoming the second institution to offer such an instrument, as it aims to debut a hybrid note on the capital market this fiscal year with plans to raise up to $1 billion. Why it is being done? Because it is facing increasing pressure to find new ways to boost their lending, so for which it needs resources. So for that it is doing this. And this G20 group of major companies, economies, that is countries, they have urged these multilateral lenders to explore hybrid financing structures in a push to try and maximize their balance sheets. Thereby they can increase the funding to help developing economics cope with the crisis, especially when it comes to climate change. Okay, so this is all about the answer to homework question. As I said earlier also, yesterday when we were talking about this hybrid capital, it would be balanced. कुछ bonds होते हैं, कुछ market के होते हैं, मतलब it would be on a balanced mix, not balance, mix of completely secured and unsecured kind of structures. Okay, that is instruments, financial instruments. Now today's question: one of the countries has become the first country in the world to roll out a new vaccine, Men5CV, to protect against 5 strains of the meningococcus bacteria, that is meningitis, brain जो swelling होती है ना, उसका है ये. Now this is even recommended by World Health Organization as well. Now which is that country that has rolled out this vaccine? This is the question for today. जो होमवर्क क्वेश्चंस होते हैं ना लास्ट मंथ के करंट अफेयर्स से मैं लेती हूँ, सो दैट आप थोड़ा सा अपना यू कैन रेक योर ब्रेन्स एंड कम अप विद आंसर. ओके, सो दिस इज ऑल फ्रॉम माय एंड. So I request you all to please like this session and share this session with your friends as well. These are all the links to my, मैंने already description box में भी डाल दिया है all these links. You can join the Telegram channel, group. You can download the app. Also app तो आप directly Google Play Store में डाल के you can write EduTerrain and it will come up. You can download from there itself. No problem. Or you can reach out to me on WhatsApp through 8826550134 as well. Or you can write to me on helpdesk@eduterrain@gmail.com as well to reach out to me. So thank you very much once again. Have a great day ahead. See you all at 4 p.m. then with ARD static part today as part of the study plan that we have already made. in consultation with you all. So we'll have that class at 4 p.m. Thank you very much once again. Take care. Bye bye.